Hello everyone, this is MV doing a bit of Cricket Captain 2023. I think the new game comes out pretty shortly as we are having one of these frequent World Cups coming up. I believe it's a T20 World Cup in West Indies and the USA in June. The T20 World Cups happen every 2 years and the One Day International World Cups happen every 4 years, just to save the confusion. And they are known as white ball cricket or limited overs cricket. The red ball cricket is first class cricket, which includes international test cricket. Okay? So I've shown this game up before. So I'm going to do a little 2020. So I'm going to go to tournament. It's a great game. Game hasn't actually changed that much in about 20 years. Every couple of years, something new happens. It's really an updated squad game as far as I'm concerned. It does have all greats and does have a lot of features for any cricket fan in particular. They would love it, and the animations do get updated ever so slightly every year. From a statistical database point of view, it's as good as anything out there. You can get stats on pretty much every player that's ever played cricket. First class, which is including international, so it really has expanded over the years. But I'm going to do a little bit of a, let's see, I'm going to do a custom match series between two of the strongest teams in the world right now. I can only play as one player. I choose the other team, but I can choose their lineup. On the internet, I could play against someone else. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to choose the best team in the world right now for Test cricket. Who's the unofficial champions at the moment? Australia are the official champions of Test cricket. This is the 5-day game. They're also the champions of the ODI, the One Day Internationals. The T20 champions, I'm not quite sure who they are. It's not Australia, I don't think. It's England. Yeah, England, I think. But England had a bad showing recently in the One Day Internationals. They were double world champions. That's it. The strongest team is normally Australia, with India, of course. You can see by the ratings there, their batting is a 4. Sorry, batting is a 5. Their bowling is a 4. But their bowling is still pretty good. Australia's batting is a 4. They're probably at their peak, but just past their peak. Can't get any better than what they are at the moment. I think they're going to go down in about 18 months' time because they're great. The great team they've assembled. Obviously, they're going to get older, and I don't think they've got the depth at the moment to replace people like Steve Smith, Pat Cummins, Matty Stark. It's amazing how they've developed over the years and become this irresistible force. When I think about the Australian teams, I tend to think of the 1970s teams, the bare-chested, moustache bad boys, with Lillian Thompson, Dennis Lillian and Jeff Thompson, firing in at the batsmen, good batsmen like Ian Chappell, aggressive captain, Greg Chappell, elegant, his brother, Rodney Marsh behind the stumps, a very boisterous team. The West Indies in particular had an outrageously talented team from pretty much all through their history really, but during the 70s and the 80s and the mid-90s they dominated everyone in sight. And then Australia took over, and in the early 2000s or mid-2000s England became top. South Africa have always been competitive since their reintroduction into Test cricket, or cricket as a whole, tend to be chokers, excuse me for saying that. Sri Lanka have won a One Day International. They've got good players, functional players. Their greatest era was probably the 90s and the 2000s when they had an outstanding bowler called Mataya Muratharan, who is known as one of the greatest spinners of all time. Some great batsmen like Kumar Sangakkara. Gosh, testing my telecorrect Dilshan, the originator of Dilshan Scoop. Aravinda De Silva, batsman. Just a great amount of players. Bangladesh are relatively new, but I can see their batting has improved, so I'm not quite sure who they've got. They've improved. They've got had a great all-rounder, but I don't know where he's gone lately. Al Hassan. Ireland and Afghanistan are emerging countries, particularly Afghanistan, considering what they've been through or what's going on in that country. They have got an outstanding world-class leg spinner called Rashid Khan. But most of these teams, as you can see down here, they're improving. Like the Netherlands have beaten West Indies in the One Day International tournament. Kenya's not on this list, but Kenya can also do it. And you have to function to create your own World 11s if you want to, A and B. The only problem is it doesn't save them. You just have to keep going into the database and collecting them. I think you might save them actually by now. But we're going to do a little one between Australia and India, and team players to watch out for. I'll go through in a minute. So player 1 is me. Where's India on here? Player 2 is India. We're going to do a 2020, a 3-match series. During this one, we wait for the Field of Dreams League to start with baseball, another league I'm part of. Select opponent squad, yes. So it's got the nation's flags there, as you can see. Location, home or away. We can do this in Australia. You will see graphical representations of the stadiums, but you won't see the names of the stadiums. I think you just have to guess. If you're a cricket fan, you kind of know where you are. Like if I'm playing in England, I know what Lords looks like. Sometimes I have generic stadiums, but you know, sometimes you just tell where they are. Because traditionally in cricket, first game's played at one venue, second place is another venue. So that's that. So let's start a game. This is a recording, so it's going to take a while to upload. I do want to do this live. In case baseball does start, I have a jump off point. While I do that, there we are. So here are the available players. So what I'm going to do is go to the selected squad. So it pre-selects a squad for you. This is 2020, so I kind of know who does play and who doesn't play. In terms of batting averages, this is how much they'll average on every appearance that they in a game. It's a 1 inning game per side, 20 overs per side. Each bowler has 6 balls per over, therefore they have 4 overs. So it's 20 overs in total. So really, what's that? 120 balls in total. So it gives you the news. Warner's still around, just retired from Test cricket. So you want your very aggressive players in this kind of game in certain places, and some people to hold it together. Because if they're all aggressive, it's a problem. They'll just take too many risks. So it's a delicate risk between aggression and being defensive and being balanced. Kind of a real balancing act. So that's what they've chosen. I'm going to make a little suggestion here and get rid of Khawaja. Khawaja's a great, excellent Test cricketer. So down to 14 out of 15, so I need to find someone else. So I go back to available players. This would give me everyone who's playing right now. It's set for 20 overs, so I've looked through the stats. I can sort it by batting average. Anything in the 30s is pretty outstanding for 2020. Double that for One Day Internationals and Test cricket, to kind of give you an idea. Right, so there's a guy called D'Arcy Short. I'll just put him in there. I don't know too much about Swepson and Hanscom. I know who Hanscom is. Probably plays first class cricket. I'll pick Tim David. That means I've got 16. Go back to my selected squad. Now we're going to trim it down. I'll go by matches. They won't sort it by matches. So Labuschagne would come out because he's a good Test cricketer. He does play One Day International cricket, but yeah. So the One Day International cricket is the form of cricket that's exploded over the last 20 years. It's very lucrative. The IPL, which is the Indian Premier League, is just sensational. Huge amounts of money. I'm sure I read a report that generates more revenue than the NFL. That's how big 2020 has become. Like I said, it's exciting. It only takes about 2 hours to 3 hours maybe. Although it's getting a bit longer now because people are getting more strategic. If you want to know about this game in great detail, if you're a cricket fan, I can suggest no better book than Cricket 2.0, which is an amazing book about the origins of T20, the history of T20 in the last 20 years. I think it's going to become a seminal book for years to come. Anyway, David Warner. So that's the squad. I picked 15. Okay, so some of these guys play all 3 formats, like Cummings and Stark and Mitch Marsh and Cameron Green and Steve Smith, the best batsman in the world, and David Warner. I know Warner has more average, but Smith is a prolific player. If you look at his, he plays for Sussex, which is an English first-class team. So they play red ball cricket. So first class means all red ball cricket, so it includes his international stuff. So you can look at his international rating, it's 56.8, is one of the greatest of all time. And his test match average is actually higher than his first class average, which means domestically he does pretty well for Sussex or wherever he plays. But he very rarely plays club cricket, that would be called club red ball, because he's always on the road, he's always playing test cricket. So his 20 over average is 31.03. His 20 over international cricket, slightly less, is 25.5. So all his averages match up. So 20 over internationals, he's not the best because he's a test player really, and a one-day international player, which is pretty high. He's just kind of amongst the pack in the 20 over because more risk. Strike rate tells you how fast he scores his runs. In a first class cricket and test cricket, 53 is a balanced towards aggressive kind of strike rate. Tells you what percentages of his balls he faces he hits for 4, I think, or his scoring runs he hits for 4. So you can see the 15.5 and 14.3, they are more to do with the short formats. You're less aggressive in test cricket because you're taking less risk, because it's a longer format of the game. What kind of form is he in? I think I'm just not quite sure what this means. Versus HBT SGALT, I'm not quite sure what that is. What is this? Okay, so this is recent form. Not sure what ADL and SYG are, other than places he's played, because that looks sort of like Hobart, Pretoria, Sydney Cricket Ground, and Adelaide. So these are the grounds he's hit them at, stadiums he's hit them at, I believe, or they've named the teams generically these names to avoid licensing issues. Because I can quite clearly see in Test cricket, this is his form. Against India, not the best, and against India ODIs, he's not in the best of form, as you can see, 3 out of 5, but he is pretty good, so figure that one out. So we've selected that squad. Let's go to the Indian squad. Again, strong team, don't want you to mess around with this too much. I do know some of the players fairly well by now. There was a time in cricket where I just stopped following it. In the last, say, 4 or 5 years, I've got back into it again. It's funny how I got older, I suddenly found all my sports again, like baseball and soccer. And for a while, I could only imagine that I was so involved in just getting on with life. I left all the games behind, but then I've come back to them again as I've gotten older. So you can see the team here. This is the squad, 15 out of 15. A lot of new players who have now established 1 year later, because this is cricket 23, cricket 24. Jaiswal has become a good player. I mean, that's outrageous, 80 average. But what that tells me is obviously it's a small sample size. It's hard to go on what he would do, but I think they build that into the game. You can edit the initials of the players if you want to, that's about it. They don't have an editor for abilities, which is a bit of a nightmare. He wanted to update them. That's why you buy the game every year. I can't see anyone here that's not playing. Let's go back to available. Let's go back to runs. Like Rahul does play. Shikhar Dhawan's coming to the end of his career, but he's way out for all these guys because they don't play anymore. Dhoni is retired. Pandya, I would definitely have Pandya in my team. He's selected in blue. I, as a young player, I'd probably want him too. Dinesh Karthik is an outstanding player. I think he's kind of retired now. Go to personal, see how old he is, 38. He's a bit more of a journalist now. Ishan Kishan is a very aggressive player. I think he's still a young man, 25. I'd have Kishan in there as well. So a lot of these players are coming towards the end of their careers, like Virat, probably the best batsman in the world right now. along with Babar Azam from Pakistan, Joe Root from England. But this is a short format, so it's a bit more of a leveler. But he still averages 52. So he's just outrageously talented. So now we've got to trim 3 for my selected squad. I'll get rid of Khan. Jaiswal I know is a good player. Pretty sure is a good player. But in 2020 they probably haven't. Last year they haven't played that many games. I'm sure they have now. Let's go back one more time. See who's available. Who's not been picked. Yadav. Surya Yadav does play. I think he still plays for India. So we give Yadav a bit of a go. Symbols mean O and a glove means he's a wicketkeeper. He plays behind the stumps, but he also can open the batting as a speciality. Rahane, is he older? Yes, 35. I can recognise a lot of these guys from playing in the 2010s. Samson's a young player, I think. We'll have him. This is Axar Patel. Axar Patel is another good player. They've got to bat the ball, means they can bat and bowl. Ashwin's an outstanding player. But again, he's getting on now. 37, so he probably won't play. Let's take him out. I just want to make it as even as I can. Go back to selected for India. We've got to get rid of 2 players. Let's get rid of Singh. I don't know who he really is, but I do know Jaiswal played in the West Indies in this summer just gone and did reasonably well. There's none. Yeah, Bumrah is a devastatingly outstanding bowler. Right, we're set. Okay, here we go. Play match. Yes, we're playing in Australia. So now the computer's picked the team form. Warner's out of form. So is Cameron Green. Which means all their ability is good, they're just not on it. Bowling wise, Stark and Cummins will lead off. This is a dangerous team. If you look at their bowling averages, which means for every wicket they take, they would give up X amount of runs. In this case, Stark 22, Cummins 24. If you divide that by 4, means they're probably giving up what, 6-7 runs and over. My maths is not great. Here we are. Econ. 7.38 runs per over, so you can look at this as an econ, but like ERA. And Zampa is going to be key as a spinner. Barendorf. So these are pretty good teams, so you really want to start your attack with. You've got 20 overs to use these guys. They can only bowl 4 each, so Stark and Cummins is going to be vital. The ball is fast. You can start with a game like this, depending on this pitch. If it's spinning or a dry pitch, you might want to bring Zampa on early. But I'm going to be running Australia, so let's just change this. We're going to put Mitch March in there. Travis Head is an outstanding, aggressive batsman. He played in the World Cup in India recently and won the final in an amazing innings. Inglis is going to be the wicketkeeper, that's fine. Cameron Green's can bowl as well as bat, so we might want him in there as well. Murphy, who's Murphy? Let's get rid of Murphy. Hazelwood we're playing Test cricket, so although it's not a Test game, Hazelwood is outstanding. He's one of the most underrated players. I mean, here he is. The economy rate 7.69. Which means every time he bowls an over, which is consists of 6 balls, he's going to get 7 runs. Zampa is obviously very outstanding. The question is now, do I keep David Warner in there? He's an outstanding bat. If you look at the batting averages, he's very aggressive, strike rate 141. Anything above 130, they're pretty aggressive. So Cameron Green is going to be huge for Australia. If he stays in, he's not the most in form, but he's very aggressive, so hopefully he will take them home to a good score. A score above 150 is pretty good. Although lately, in the last, say, month or two, I've seen scores of over 200 in real life. So the game is evolving all the time. Here we go, press continue. Here's the Indian team. Kumar looks good. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar looks a very good bowler. Even the two bowler, this is the way they open the bowling. So Bumrah will bowl 6 balls followed by Kumar, and then it's up to interchange. This is a solid team. The economy rates are pretty good. The averages are pretty good. The batting is outstanding. Rohit Sharma is their captain. He's very aggressive. Batting at 139 strike rate. Shubman Gill bats at 165 at a small sample size. Srinivas Iyer is good. They're all good. Jaiswal may be the only one I wouldn't play. Rahul is a capable, experienced Lokesh Rahul. But let's go. This is low teams, I suspect I can save these teams. Play match now, the call. I'm looking at the picture, that's an old picture, the current picture of, looks like Lords. So it doesn't say which stadium we're playing at, doesn't matter at the moment. Heads or tails in a T20. Do I want to chase the score or defend the score? Do I want to set a score and chase and defend it? Or do I want to restrict India? Let's see what happens. So India, Australia have lost toss and will bowl first. So that means India want to bat first. And obviously they want to bat first for a reason. Because if you're batting first, you have the best of the batting surface. It's not worn out. And batting second can be a bit of a problem if the pitch is a bit more worn out. But also, for Australia, they have the advantage of chasing down a score that they know, whereas India have to set a score they don't know. But they know over 150 should be decent. Quick look at the pitch. It's a night game. The lighting is pretty good. Here we are. The lighting is good. The bounce is average. So fast bowlers can't intimidate on this one. Spin bowlers might be a lot of LBWs here because the ball won't bounce very high. The way of the pitch is relatively good, not the best pitch in the world. And it's a fast outfield. I can see why Indian searching bowl. So the pitch conditions do come into it. So let's get down to it. So we're going to bowl 3-match series. I'll just do one game now. I'm Australia. Out of the gate, it's saying bowl to at the stumps. You bowl outside of stump. You're trying to get them, particularly 2 right-handed batsmen. Stark is a lefty, so he's starting from this side. If it's a righty, then we'll start from this side, generally speaking. I can adjust the aggressiveness of the fielding up and down. I'll do that. That's how I'm going to play it. You can also bowl on the leg stump, so the batsman hits it more this side. So it depends on how the batsman bats as well. But here we go. I'll do 1 over with every ball and then I'll speed it up.
And that's 4 more.
Good start by India here.
2 more.
Shubman Gill.
Well taken single.
Good start, 6 runs off, 7 runs off the over.
Poor old bowler. He's gone for 4 more. Just found the gap for the single. A big appeal. No, not out. The bowler doesn't look too upset by that.
So not hitting in front of the stumps, it was pitched outside, so it will not pick up. It's a good start by Australia. They've started by India, 6, 7, 8, 12 runs off the over, so they lead by 12. A par is 8, but in the first, say, 6 overs is the power play. So Australia can't have more than 2 fielders on the outfield. As you can see, that's the field I've chosen at the moment. I can move it around if I want to. I can edit it if I want to, like this. I can put him at gully. just to stop that shot, so you can kind of see where they play. I might want to, it's just shits and giggles, just put that there. Number 7 is head, Trevor's head. So we can set the field individually, but now the bounce is not very high, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it closer to the stump, see? Closer to the batsman. Now I don't like to fool up, this is called length. So let's see what happens. You mess around. So Cummings, both on the right hand side, so he's deadly. So Cummings and Stark are two of the best in the world, but of course Rohit Sharma very aggressive, and we've seen Shubman Gill start pretty well.
Fielder can't stop them stealing one there.
Stamper.
One more run. Two runs for a lovely shot. Good stop. That saved a couple.
So interesting so far. Let's just see your analysis here. Take off the commentary so I can do it a little bit. Right, here we go. So we'll start by India, 16 runs without loss. Gill 8, Sharma 8, which will start coming back in. So up to Gill. That's with a back foot, and that's down to square, down to third man, and that's a single. And when hit played on the leg side, they'll get a single. That's 2. Nice shot by Sharma. Start to Gill. Gill on the back foot, they'll get a single. Score now 19 without loss. Oh, and he's out! He's out! Stark strikes. Caught by Steve Smith in the slips. Bowled by Stark, so pushing a fuller length. Not sure that it wasn't full length to him. Trying to clamp the batsman. Was a more full tossish. I shall keep it there. Ball doesn't bounce. And it's Mitchell Stark. He's taking the wicket of Rohit Sharma. Look at it again. So the dangerous Sharma is out. Gill is out. Gill is 10 gone out. India lose their first wicket. 2 overs gone. If you get a good indicator is 6 overs of power play, where there's 2 defenders outside this circle, that big circle there. It ends at 6 overs. At the moment they've had 2, and a good benchmark will be for Australia to get, say, 50 for the loss of maybe 2 wickets, 60 for 2, 50 for 2, something like that. At the moment though, they are 19 for 1. So they've got 19 runs for 1 wicket. They've got 9 chances left. So they played on Australia. And Virat Kohli, the best player in this format, at the crease. Virat's just hit a 6. So now what I'm going to do is just put it onto highlights. We're going to do high. There we go. So I've got to watch the amount of overs. He's only got 4 maximum. His stamina's dropping slowly. Good economical rate though. Anything under 7 is pretty good. Here we go. So Pat Cummins about to start his second anyway. Australia pegged 1 out. 25 for 1 India. Virat at the crease. India 38 for 1, playing at 9.7 and over. That's pretty good. So we've got to find a way to stop Virat, who's off to a great start. So here's Mitchell Starks and Kohli, which is going to be a bit more defensive. So the field is set more this side to tempt him outside the off stump. So he hits it in this region. It's coming down from the left, angling in. He's going to swing at it. If he swings on that side, he's in for the runs, lots of runs. But we've gone very defensive with him. We should know we're going to go defensive as well. So that's captain's prerogative. So we'll do one more over Mitchell Stark, which will leave him 1 for the finish. It's gone very expensive though. Here we go. See, the fielding stopped it there. Good stop. He gets very tactical. And that's going to be runs. They go for 2. Virat just moving the ball around the field. He retains strike. So Cummins and so that length is not working so far. So I've got to try something different. We'll just go a bit fuller. Go a bit more defensive. Let Paddy do one more over. He's a premier bowler. Both bowlers are premier, but both batsmen, particularly Kohli, is premier. 44 for 1 for India. It's a big shot by Virat Kohli. Just trying to restrict Gill and Kohli. It's coming to Kohli. Big shout. He's not out. It's missing stump. Clipped off his legs by Virat. So field restrictions then, you'd have to achieve 6 overs, 53. So they're on par, 8.8, that's about right. So now I'm going to change my bowler, but I've got an ace up my sleeve. Hazelwood is also very good, but Zampa should cause some trouble. Zampa's one of the best in the world at this 21.71 bowling average. That's good. So he's given that roughly 5 runs per over. It's pretty good in this format. So I'm going to bring him on. I'll be a little bit more aggressive, wanting to take wickets. So this is his position against Kohli and Gill, the same. So you can see the fields are identical. I can change them around. I don't get that granular. Let's see. Here's Zampa bowling to find the right length. At the moment, these guys are killing it, particularly Kohli. So maybe we go a bit more aggressive on Gill, a bit more defensive on Kohli. Oh, that was close. Rampa to Gill. And he swings it away for 4, not quite. They cross for 2, they're going back for 3. And the throw comes in. 57 for 1. Zampa to Kohli. Kohli just guides it away, he'll get a single. India moved to 58 for 1. And Zampa to Gill. That one a bit fuller, that's gone for 4. 62 for 1 for India. And Zampa to Gill. The batsmen don't look in any trouble at all. Pitch offering nothing at the moment for the Aussies. If it was, you'd see them beating the bat a bit more, or making wickets, taking wickets. Nothing's happening out there for Australia. 63 for 1. 9.1 over. Let's slow this down. Got Ted Cummings out of the attack, and we're going to bring in Hazelwood, who's a pretty devastating bowler himself. 20.36, that's pretty good. He goes at 5 and 0, was well below 7. This time I'm going to be a bit more aggressive. Let's see if we can take some wickets. So look, get this run rate down. Bowling so far from Hazelwood. Oh, he beats him. That's what we want to see. And there's a thin edge. Big shout. What a shot. The lights have come on here. Can't quite tell what stadium this is. So going at 9.1, this is well over the 8, par 8. Virat, we need to slow him down, so Zampa's going to continue. We're going to be a little bit defensive. I can see this is not going to be a good match for him. I'll let Hazelwood attack and Zampa defend. Shot. 78 for 1. Full toss. Reverse sweep by Gill. 79 for 1 India. Here's Zampa with his 4th delivery. Bowls. It's no trouble for Kohli. He'll get a single. It's 80 for 1. Here's Zampa now, slow delivery, comes in, bowls to Gill. Gill guides that down to Gully, and he'll get a single. 81 for 1. Here's Zampa bowling very defensively. It's pushed away by Kohli, they'll get a single. So 7 runs off the over. Still 9.1 and over for India, they lead by 82. Got 82 runs on the board. I can hit ball by ball as well. Let's just try that. Hazelwood's looked like he had to be in a bit of trouble. So look at the bowling card. Hazelwood's bowled 1 over for 9 runs. See if we can do better than that. Let's push it back a bit. These Indian batsmen are pretty good. Let's dial it down just a touch. Okay, here we go. It's up in the air. Oh, and he dropped him. He dropped him. It's replay. Up in the air. Simple catch. Dropped. Ah, dear. It's a Craddock's ball. No run. So you can do it ball by ball, highlights, so many different things. Come on Australia, come on Aussie, come on, come on. Come on Aussie, come on. A song from the 70s. Let's go back to high. And he's got him. No! Must have been a free hit. Bowled him. Hazelwood strikes. Gets Kohli. So the dangerous Virat Kohli goes for 47. So the length is, so you kind of start to work out what the length should be. So here we go. Look at the conditions changing. Okay, good pitch still for batting. So the new batsman is Srinivas Iyer, I think his name is. Iyer's 29, he's been around for a bit, actually. It took him a while to break into the test team, but he's in the one-day team, and I think he's definitely in the T20 team. So Hazelwood has picked up 1 wicket. Let's see what he does. So that's the end of Hazelwood. Let's go back to Zampa now. 10 overs gone. Let's do that camera angle instead. Up in the air. 6. So they're getting a nice clip here. Just trying to get Gill down just a little bit because he's settled. I'll take Hazelwood off. Let's bring in now Cameron Green, a big, tall, right-hand medium bowler. He's not as fast as the other ones, but he's still good. I'll leave it as it is. India 95 for 2. They've got a great platform here. It's a good drive that's gone for 4. Shubman Gill showing his strokes. Good use of the feet. That's gone for 6 more runs. So Cameron Green getting a bit of stick here. Showing the different camera angles. Hammered away by Shirley. So, oh, that didn't work, did it? Zampa's getting some stick. Let's go back to Mitch Marsh. Always good for a wicket. So Gill has scored 50. That's a landmark, 116 for 2. It's driven away, that's gone for 4. Can't stop the runs here. Gill's playing really well. Aya's playing well too. 121 for 2. It's a good score. 9.3 and over. They're going to accelerate any time now. So this pitch is not offering me anything. Let's bring in Berendorf. He's a good bowler. I don't even know where to go at the moment. My captaincy is not the greatest at the minute. Let's keep it there. I'm trying this length here. Let's see if this works. So I'm going to pitch him short. Although on a non-bouncing pitch, that shouldn't do very well for me. So Gill continues to hammer us away. Big appeal. Not out. It's pitched outside the stump. If it pitches outside that corridor there, it won't be out. Well, it depends on the umpire. Wow, 128 for 2. Oh my god, how am I going to get these two out? Oh my god. I'm going to bring back Zampa. Let's try him a little bit more aggressively. Maybe that's where I went wrong. Because they're going to try and accelerate. We're going to try and be a bit more aggressive. Go for the wicket. Here we go, Zampa's last over. It's bowled 3 overs. Let's keep waiting. What does the D stand for? Deliveries, no? I'm not sure I've never seen that before. Normally it's maidens. So 3 overs and he's taken no wickets for 28. 9.33 econ, let's try. Let's go Adam, last over for Adam Zampa. Bowls, flighted. Don't get a single. And he's got him. The aggression plays off for Zampa. Gets his first wicket. India now 129 for 3. Zampa, here he comes. 4 balls left. And that's clipped away by Pant. Pant's a very aggressive batsman. It's not paying off for me. Zampa bowls in now to Iyer. Iyer slashes away, it's gone for 4. 366 strike rate, that's ridiculous. Faced 3 balls, he's made 11 runs. Barendorf, let's come on, son. He looked a lot more accurate than the others. He's going to a lefty versus lefty, that means he should be here. That's right, right angles, get the right angles. Find what works. At the moment nothing's working, but we're going to go super aggressive with Pant. See if we can get them out with some aggression. I've been too defensive. There we go. Nice shot. Gets a single. So Barendorf comes in now, bowls to Shrivas Iyer. Iyer hooks it away, but not clear cleanly, gets a single. 146 for 3 India. And there's a drive into the covers. They get a single, Head picks it up and throws it back to the keeper. So Zampa's used all of his overs. We're bringing Mitchell Stark, lefty. Stark's put 3 overs and taken 1 for 26. Come on, Mitchell Stark, you are the best in the world. He has come for the highest auction price in the IPL recently. That's clipped off his legs by Pant. They're going to go for 2. India 149 for 3. It's pulled away, gets a single. Stark in there to try and dot balls as much as he can. There's a little drive. This might go to the fence, not quite. Stark in bowls to Iyer on his front foot, drives it away. Gets another single. Stark trying to keep them tight. Bowls. Clipped away by Pant. Nice diving stop. $155 for 3. Stark bowls. And still a lot of runs. So 17 overs gone, 3 overs remaining, 157. So I was trying to get that when they come to bat, but the pitch is not the best. So Barendorf is trying to keep it even here. Trying to stop the flow of runs. Rishabh Pant is 17 runs from 9 balls. And Shrivas Iyer is 27 runs from 21. You can see the strike rates. Ah dear, Barendorf bowling pretty well, so let's keep that short, because that's where he was. Not sure if this is going to work. It's driven away by Pant, he'll get a single. There's Barendorf to Iyer. Iyer beats him outside off stump. There's Barendorf to Iyer. Iyer on the back foot, smashes him away before Shrivas Iyer. And he beats him again. And they're going down appeal for the Australians. It's Berendorf in bowls at short. So the short deliveries seem to be working for Berendorf. So Berendorf, that was actually Stark actually. Here's Berendorf. He's at the other end. Here's Hazelwood. So trying to keep it down. Two overs left. Kept the score within reach. Here's Josh Hazelwood from 2 overs, 1 for 14, 7 equal. Bowling aggressively. It's going to get a single iron. India 164 for 3. Hazelwood into Pant. Beats him, there's a big appeal. Not out. Hazelwood to Pant. That's up in the air. And beats the fielder for 4. Here's Hazelwood to Pant. And another one traps here in front of the stumps. That's out. Not out. That was close. Just pitching outside. Beats it again, Hazelwood here. Great. Bowling at the death, and that's wide. Oh no. Oh, Hazelwood just right at the end, just blew it. Says Berendorf now to bowl the penultimate, the last over. Could use Cummings, but stick with Berendorf. He's been outstanding, 5.33. And so I thought they needed 200 at one point, but they've restricted them as of late with this line. Berendorf took my iron, the back foot drives it. There's a man out there to trap his head. 1 run, 176 for 3. Here's a short ball, and that's got him. Berendorf gets Pant, edging to first slip, and the safe hands of Stephen Smith takes it. So Berendorf strikes again. Good bowling at the death here by Jason Berendorf, which I think he's known for actually. He's keeping that short. Maybe that's where I should have bowled all the while. Here's Johnny Swell at coming to the crease and it's at the plate there. And smashed away by Johnny Swell. 184. And that's gone as well. And that's bowling. That's caught by David Warner. So that's the end of the innings. Right, last ball of the last over, and Warner catches Jaiswal. So Jaiswal trying to get it going at last over. Look at that catch again. That was a good spell there from Berendorf. So, what does a D mean? Dot balls, right? Gotcha, dot balls. It must be that. Which will start 4 overs, 1 for 36. That's 6 dot balls. Pat Cummins, 3 overs, none for 27. Alan Zappa, bit expensive. 4 overs, 1 for 44. Australia using quite a few bowlers. Hazelwood, pickers of bowlers. 3 overs, 21 for 26. Cameron Green, 1 over, none for 16. Mitch Marsh, 1 over, none for 10. And Berendorf actually was a picker of bowlers. It was 4 overs, 2 for 25 and 11 dot balls. So 11 balls where there was no run, so that's pretty good. So he and Hazelwood did well there. So it's my turn to bat. It's 7:47 p.m. and let's get the Aussies up now. This is the fun part, Jason. So defaulted to this good level of aggression. I can change if I want. Both these batsmen are aggressive. Warner prefers spin bowling. He's a back foot player, so I didn't pay attention to him when I was bowling. Here we go. I actually like this bit best. Bumrah. Bumrah for India is a quite devastatingly good bowler. He's bowling. Bumrah to head lets it go outside. The off stump. It's a loud appeal. Did he get a bit of it? No, he didn't. Bumrah to head forward, drives. That's gone for 4. That's 4 of the runs. Bumrah to head drives again. That's gone for 4. Explosive start from Travis Head. Both these batsmen are aggressive, so Australia off to a good start. They need 176 runs at 9.2 per over. At the same time, India was 6. It says here, there's 6. They had a comparative score of 6 at the time. So as they stay at the back, they start to get more settled. There's Kumar, bowls to Warner. Warner touches it away, gets a single. All rounds to Travis Head. Kumar to Head. Both these Australian left-handers. 4 more. There's Kumar to Head. Drives. Let's go for 4 more. Australia 22 without loss. Head on the back foot. And get a single. So Australia 23 without loss. Head 21 not out, Warner 2 not out, and Bumrah gets back into the attack for India. It's edged and it's gone. Bumrah's out. So Travis Head has been explosive. He's gone caught by Rohit Sharma. Bob Bumrah for 21. Brings in Steve Smith, one of the best batsmen in the world, but not necessarily in T20. We're going to take him down a bit and let the aggression stick with Davey Warner. Good drives. They'll get a single to get off the mark. Australia go to 24 for 1. Jasprit Bumrah in, bowls to Warner. He's on the back foot. He'll move. He'll get a single. So that's 25 for 1. Bumrah to Smith. Bowled him! Smith got settled. He's gone. Steve Smith gone bowled by Bumrah for 1. Australia in a bit of trouble. They need to consolidate for an over or 2. So Mitch Marsh comes in. Oh my God, gone for 6. David Warner takes that out of here for 6. Australia 31 for 2. 32 for 2 now. Driven away by Mitch Marsh, he's gone for 4. To keep this pace up, it'll be just fine. Just take it down a notch, so don't need to lose these 2. As long as they keep going at 9.2 and over, the game is won. Take some of the risk out. But they're not quite settled yet, so... And here's Jadeja, a spin bowler. Warner will like him. So Marshall should be okay here with pin bowling. Just make sure we don't overdo it. Here's Jadeja to Marsh. Reverse sweep, misses. Here's Jadeja to Marsh. Put the commentary back on.
What an enormous shot, a huge 6. That's a thick edge. One more run added to the total.
45 for 2.
He's really middled that one straight out of the park. And that's the 50 up. Timing was the key there.
So restrictions have ended. We've got to par. So we're at, how long have we made? 55 for 2, that's about par. So now the matches is only getting it down a bit. Not just concerning, actually, as long as we don't lose the wickets, we should be fine. That's it. 4 more
4
runs.
runs.
Cramped him up there. He gets a single.
1 run. He's edged it.
It's very good so far. So 9.5 has gone up just a bit. Let's just move the one up a bit more.
And that's an easy single. He's miscued that.
Spin's causing us a bit of trouble here. Come on, Davey.
That's hit the pads.
It's out.
Out.
So water's gone. That's our big bad. Now we're in a bit of trouble. Put Marsh up there. No, bring them both down. Consolidate for a couple of overs. It's 8 overs. We'll start accelerated at 14. So we'll stay here for say 6 overs. See how far we get.
Smack. Another boundary to the total. That's a powerful off drive, and that hit the ropes before the fielders could even blink. An easy single for the batsman. That's a good-looking shot. Helps the boundary for 4. That'll be 1 run added to the total.
Now, guys, I think you can do like just let it play through.
Oh, what a glorious stroke. You just can't bowl there to this man. A cracking shot for 4.
Well, it's gone up, the run rate's gone up, so we need to push on now, English. 11 overs gone. It's a bit early to go for it just yet. It's not completely under our need. We need 100 runs. We've got good bowlers. Pandya, 26.43.
He's timed that beautifully. That's 4. Two more runs added to the total. A single there, no problem.
Okay, so it still needs too high. It's still manageable. Need to push English up just a touch. Come on, English.
Batsman cross, and that's a single.
He's a bit slow, man.
One more run. will be very, very tight. But they're home. Well run. Well run. They set off straight away.
This is not good. 12.5. So actually, these two bowlers are. We'll just have to go for it now. It's 13 overs. Got enough wickets in hand. Let's do this.
This second run's going to be tight. And that's 2 more added to the total. Excellent running to get the second there. A single there, no problem. And that's the 100 up. And that's an easy single. He felt for that one.
Oh, we're not scoring any runs here.
One more run added to the total.
The only way we can go is here. Have to do it. 14 runs out. 13 runs per over, nearly 14 runs per over. Mitch Marsh and Inglis are batting too slowly.
An easy single for the batsman.
I shall run too. Come on, Marshy.
The fielder can't stop them stealing one there. Well, he waited for the decision, but he's got to go.
Glad he's got actually, because he was batting way too slowly. Now then, there's some big hits in there. Cameron Green. Can he come in and just hit?
Batsman cross, and that's a single.
Not enough. We need sixes. We need sixes.
That'll be 1 run added to the total.
Good bowling by India.
Found the edge. Well, you need a little luck sometimes.
That's better, Cameron Green. 5 overs left, 15 runs and over. We've got the wickets in hand, we just need some more from Mitch Marsh. Come on, Marsh. He's supposed to be aggressive. Cameron Green is very aggressive, so hopefully he just hits out. Wide.
They're appealing.
Not
The umpire
out.
says not out, but it wasn't missing by much. Poor shot.
That's out.
The bowler can't believe it, but the umpire's... 6.
That's
That won't
it.
do any harm to the cause.
That's what
Round
we
of
need.
applause goes up for the half century.
Come on, Marshy.
Whoops, well that's very sloppy.
One more big 6.
A swing and a miss.
Oh my God. Oh, 64 from 24. 120 off 4. They're both batting maximum. Cannot change anything except for Mitch Marsh and Cameron Green. Take it on, boys. It's not going to do it. We need 4s and
1 run.
6s.
He just got his fingers to that. What a difficult chance. Just help that to the boundary for 4.
Shot, that's what we need. That's what we need.
Fielder had no chance.
Give me a 6 then, give me a 6. 2 6s.
What a hit, that's 6.
Another one.
He's gone.
Oh, you
Nicely
bastard. Come on. Nearly green, then let's see Stark and Cummings. Both can hit. Not the best batsman, but they're very aggressive. Cummings. Now we're going to put Cummings in. How do I do that? I want Cummings to bat next. Wow. 3 overs left. Can we get 48 runs? I doubt it.
Is that going for 4? Smashing shot. Well, you can't set fields for that sort of hitting.
Oh, it's on. It's on.
That's a good-looking drive.
Nice one,
4
Marsh.
runs, don't bother running. 150 up. Brilliantly held.
Oh.
The batsman looks dumbfounded.
Goodness sake. Oh. I lost, boys. Gotta go for it. 34 from 14 balls.
That's gone way up in the air. Excellent catch. The fielder looked like he had no chance.
Ah, hot trash coming up. 2 and 2.
The bat turned in his hand.
Two overs left. Can I get 34 runs from 12 balls? Only 3 runs per ball. We need a couple of sixes here, boys. A couple of sixes.
He hasn't got hold of that. The massive blow. 6 all the way.
Couple more, couple more.
Well, he just belted that one. 6 runs, no problem.
Another one.
What was the batsman thinking of?
Come on. Another 6.
That's not what he intended. Well, if catchers win matches, that one certainly deserves to win something.
It's close. We've lost all our wickets there. Can only go for it, Barendorf. 21 runs with 7 balls. Oh my goodness. 21 runs with 6 balls. Here we go.
A huge shout goes up. The
No.
umpire's given it.
Australia falling short.
No one's going to catch that. That's 6. Big appeal.
Not out.
Not out. Didn't really look convincing.
Come on, boy. 15 to win.
That left the bat
11
like a
to
rocket.
win.
4
11
runs.
to win.
He's been beaten by that.
And that's it. Bastards.
What's the umpire going to say? That's it. The end of a great game.
So that, chaps and ladies, if you're watching, is the end of that. Australia came close. Lost it pretty much in losing Steve Smith early. Inglis and Marsh initially. Certainly Inglis did not do their job. Marsh played well enough but got out at the wrong time. So the batting card, the bowling card. Bumrah is their danger man, 5 for 29. Kumar 2 for 55. Jadeja, very economical. Axar Patel 1 for 24. So that's game 1 out of the way. 184 for 5. Australia 174 for thought, well, that's exciting, can be. Hopefully that was exciting. 2 more matches to go in the series. And that is it for T20.